It is summer break for so many kids out there. It's officially here. But with the long break from the classroom comes the tendency for the kiddos to get into a relaxing routine and start forgetting what they learned during the school year, which is never really good. Families can now help the summer brain drain, as it's called, with a little planning. Christina Woodall from the College Tutors joins us this morning to talk a little bit about how can you help parents like me with the kids who are just so satisfied to stay inside and just play on their video games. Not a good thing.
Not a good thing. So research actually shows that students lose 2 to 3 months worth of math and reading skills over the summer. And that loss can really accumulate year over year if parents aren't trying to be proactive to make sure that doesn't happen.
Right.
So there are some really simple things that you can do over the summer to help alleviate some of that and help them start off on a good foot at the beginning of the school year.
Okay, so you have a list. You call it kind of a bucket list of what parents can do. I need a list to kind of check off. What do you got for me?
So my #1 suggestion for parents is let reading be fun. Your students spend so much time over the school year working on their reading skills and reading the required reading books. Let them have a little bit of fun because that's how you build lifelong learners. You let them realize that reading can open whole doors. So if your 13-year-old wants to read a graphic novel, great.
Right.
If your 10-year-old who really should be moving into chapter books still really likes picture books, let them read picture books. Just get them reading every day. It doesn't really matter what it is.
I feel like you're speaking my language, right? Because my little one wants to read like Diary of the Wimpy Kid, and I'm thinking, well, there's not a lot of words in there, but if it makes him happy and he's opening up a book instead of with the video game.
Exactly.
Okay.
Same thing with the math skills. There are a lot of little things you can do with your kids. You don't need to sit down for 20 minutes every day and do a worksheet. That's boring. Nobody wants to do that. It's not useful for anyone.
Right.
But, you know, baking has a lot of foundational fractions, measurement skills. Same thing with playing board games or card games. Things like that, so you can kind of sneak it in as fun, but you know that they're still working on those foundational skills.
Okay, I'm all about the sneaky parenting skills. What about high school students? That seems a little trickier, right? Because you have a teenager. What should they be doing then during the summer?
So one of my big suggestions for our older students is they just spent all year writing papers, doing art projects. Now, while all that is fresh, they should start pulling out some of their best material and building themselves a portfolio that they can use when college admissions comes around. So really start taking stock of your best work while it's still fresh. Also, take advantage of this time to scout extracurriculars, because colleges aren't just looking for an A+ student, they're looking for well-rounded students. So, you know, figure out what you're interested in, maybe try some new extracurriculars with like a summer camp. You know, see what might help you be a well-rounded student, figure out what you might want to do once you graduate, and then SAT and ACT prep. You know, we offer free practice tests for those all summer long, because the summer is a great time to get started on that when you have a somewhat clear schedule to start thinking about those college admissions tests.
All right, such good information. I appreciate you being here.
Thank you for having me.
All right, anytime.